Now then, welcome back to another episode on the Hypermine Unstable server. Yes, here we are, we're back again. Much progress. Well, okay, not much progress. Been playing around a little bit of storage drawers. I like my storage drawers, as you know. From previous series, it is a very cool, low-tech, barrel-type solution with all the drawers and stuff and all the things. It's really awesome. So I've started making some of these to start storing stuff. But the issue I was having to get up to date properly was the drawer controller required a diamond. And I also needed some comparators and stuff for redstone, redstone and comparators and all that sort of stuff. So I've spent a lot of time in the mine, mining away, doing stuff, and while I've been down there, obviously the farms have been growing and all the trees and all that kind of stuff. So I've got plenty of wood. I got plenty of wood to deal with all the bits and pieces to make all of these drawers and stuff. And I want to set up some storage for all these basic like raw materials and things and get my whole resource gathering side of things sorted out. We messed around with the progressive automation miner, and I realised that it's just not fast enough. It's just not good enough. So I made myself a hammer, which is now a hammister, my first hammister. I've upgraded it because I did have an obsidian shaft. The tool rod was obsidian. And I thought obsidian gave a better tool thing, but it actually gave it like minus 150 durability. Whereas this durability of a full iron, all iron, is 582 when fully made, which is nice, much nicer. So I've been digging some stuff down there, but we're going down there in a bit. I just want to get the storage drawers all set up first so that I can start coming back from mining and just emptying out into storage drawers. That's the plan. So, what do I need? I need to make a drawer controller, which means that I am only missing the diamond right now in the inventory of chesty stuff. But I luckily have been mining and I've found over 22 diamonds. So let's throw a couple of diamonds down here into there. There we go. Also been mining in the nether, as you may have seen, to get a load of nether quartz. Kind of hinted on that during the live stream the other day. Let's take 2 drawer controllers while we're at it. Why not? So one drawer controller can go next to the drawers, and then I can just literally double tap and it'll clear my inventory of stuff that's in there. So for instance, here we go, let's take all of this out of here, and then double tap on the drawer controller and bling, everything's arrived in all this place. Now I don't want to keep all my building supplies, or my raw material supplies should I say, my mined supplies up here. I want to keep all that down in the basement, in the mine shaft itself. So I'm going to have to make some more of this and do some more of that and do some bits and pieces and then carry all of this downstairs to be sorted away. But I also want to make a load more. So I've got more basic drawers here and some chests to make some more drawers and so on and so on and so on. Let's have a look at drawer. There we go. So I'm going to make a load of these kind of things. But I would like to mess around with this framed drawer stuff. Now in a previous mod pack that I was playing, the Magic Farm, it never got upgraded enough to get the framing table. But the framing table allows you to give it appearance of another block. So I want to mess about with this really. So we're just using trims, are we? Right, so where's the trim? Oak trim is a very simple thing. So let's see if I've got everything I need to make an oak trim. 4, 5, that'll do. Let's make some more anyway, and then make a little table. There we go. And throw this down here. There we go. A framing table. Awesome. Okay. First time I've seen it. So bear with me while I figure out what I'm doing with it. I know what it's supposed to do, but I don't actually know how to use it. I've never used it before. That is my way, of course. And then I need some more sticks. Well, that's easy sorted, isn't it? Get some more sticks. And boom. Let's take this. Okay, so that's framed that drawer. What's this other one? Frame drawer times 2. That, let's take 2 of those, and frame drawer 2 by 2. That, let's take some of those, okay, and then there's half drawers. I'm going to leave the half drawers for now, throw all these away. I do like how the crafting station now puts things into the chest if there's available space when you put stuff away. For like like this, look. There's an available space there. There's no slabs in my inventory. But if I shift-click to get out of the crafting table, instead of coming into my inventory, it goes into the connected inventory because there was space, which is very nice. I like that. I miss that because in previous versions, you would finish a crafting and then throw all the stuff back into your inventory and have to put it back into the chest again. Now it automatically goes back into the chest if there's a slot, which is awesome. I like. Nearly night time cometh. So how do we fix this up? So let's get a drawer. Let's get a basic 2x2 drawer. So we'll figure out where it's going to go. Does it go in there, there, or there? Or no, it doesn't go anywhere near there. Okay, so do I put the frame in here? Yes, okay. And do I then put something like that on? Oh, okay. Or something like that on. No, that and that. Oh, we can mix it. Mix and match it. That's interesting. So we can have it changing different types depending on which side you put things on. That's cool, but you've got to have an overall first. Okay. So what am I going to use as my basic building material, I wonder? And then once I've got it, what's it going to end up like? And does it show it when I'm looking at it like this? Let's put that there. Oh yeah, it does. That's cool, isn't it? I like the graphics. They're showing you where your things are. That's pretty awesome. So, yeah, it's going to look like a full-on iron block like that. That's cool. And then if I was to put, say, wood there, it would then make the drawers themselves a wooden look. Oh, that's so cool. I like that. That's so cool. And then if I put planks there, what are we going to get then? We're going to get the frame around it is planked. Oh, man, that is so cool. I like that. And then, well, can I change it afterwards? Is this going to be, I break this if I take this out now? I break it, and then when I place it down, it is what it is. Well, that's awesome. But then can I change it again? What do I break it with? My fist, it seems, because I haven't got an axe on me. So break it with my fist, see what happens with that. Pop. Thank you. And can I change it back again if I put it in here? Can I put that in there and change it to being wood all the way around? Yes, I can. So I can change it again. I don't know. I don't really know if I got those things back. So there's no odd things like putting saplings in or bones in or anything like that. No, there's none of that. So yeah. So I'm going to experiment around with that a little bit when we take the storage drawers downstairs to add them into the main feature. But before I get on with doing some off-camera setting up stuff, let's go and have a look at some ideal experimentation down here. Boing! What I've done, I didn't like the cramped, pokey little place that I had before. That was very safe to start off with. But what I've done now is I've expanded it out a little bit. So it's a lot more like my last modded Hypermine series, where I had a mining HQ, an area like this. And what I've done is I've worked on chunks. So this central chunk that I dropped down into now has some main tunnels leading off, which is where I'll branch mine from. Okay. Previously on the Infinity mod pack, I did a similar sort of thing and then hollowed out each 3x3 chunk area on each corner and turned it into something. Well, as I haven't got a quarry yet, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be digging all those out. But it does allow me to go and get a load of resources out of the mining side of things. So the old branch mine system is dead now. I've got the resources I needed from the branch mining system. And now I've just been bashing things out with a 3x3 hammer. And it's all looking good. What I want to do, though, is make this place look nice. Because I'm going to be down here a fair bit. I want to make it look nice. And function as well. I want to move the smelter and set up drawers and all that kind of stuff and figure out a design for it. I'm fairly limited to what block types I've got and also what technology levels I can bring down here at the minute. So we're looking at basic blocks. So we're talking these kind of basic blocks that we've been picking up lots of. Stone, granite and diorite and ardite and all, not ardite, but all of those basic block types. We're looking at those first of all, diorite, andesite, and granite. That's the stuff. And figuring out what we can do with those around the place. There's also a chisel and bits. And and I'm not sure how chisel and bits work, but obviously you make a chisel, which is simple, and then you can change your blocks around. So chisel 2, I guess. I guess this is just chisel. There's chisel and bits, though, which is the thing I was looking for. Chisel and bits. Can I do an and bits? No, I can't. And bits? No. Let's see if I can do at bits. I can do at bits. Okay. So we got saw and stone chisel, iron chisel, and all that kind of stuff. Position design, chisel bit bag. Put a chisel bit in there with some wool around it. Okay. A wooden wrench. Right-click blocks to rotate. That's cool. A diamond bit saw. Craft with blocks or chisel blocks. Cut along any of the 3 axes. So it works with chisel. Okay. And then there's a fluid tank from chisel bits as well. Okay. Well, there's all sorts to be thinking of there. It's all fairly cheap. I'm going to mess around with them a little bit. Right-click to right. Right-click to chisel, place, block, bits, bags. Oh, I might play around with that a little bit as well. But I do need to finish like hacking down to level it out, because I've decided that I wanted the ceiling height up there. So I've got to reduce all that down so that I can then place blocks up in the ceiling up there to give it a similar sort of height, or replace blocks. So I may have to go up one more level as well so I can place blocks on that level. And I think I'm going to bring the walls out one as well. At the minute, these are on the chunk boundary. Perfectly on the chunk boundary. So I may make the wall come in one block so that the chunk boundary is the other side of the wall, as it were. So I've still got a decent area inside the chunk and the second chunk here. But I want to do some design work. I want to do some building, and I'm not really sure where I want to start right now. So I'm going to have a play around for a bit, and I'll come back when I'm more in tune with what I'm doing. Okay, well, I've cleared the room size out. I've cleared all the bits out, gathered all the junk. I gathered up all the lava into tanks. I started off with just a seared tank, but then realised that this tank, not that Wallier thing, that this tank Wallier's not doing it now anymore. Oh, Wallier on and off, that's all there is. Well, this tank, this fluid tank, is actually quite cheap when you've got a lot of iron. It's just made of iron bars and iron ingots and stuff, and holds a lot more than the seared tank. So we quickly got rid of all the lava down here, out the way. There's a little patch of it still just behind there somewhere, which I'll pick up later. And that'll keep this filled up. I've got this area which leads to the actual mine shafts, and I've been messing around with some pillar ideas, some pillars in cobblestone. I think I like that. I think that's okay. I do think that I can do something else with it, though, and I thought I would experiment with this while you're here. The chisel bits. Chisel bits, chisel bits. Everybody chisel bits. So that is kind of the ceiling height. Well, ceiling goes above there. So that's kind of the height of the place, right? So same on this side. I want to just check something out just to see if it works, right? So I've chiseled cobblestone because I've got a lot of cobblestone. I seem to have a lot of cobblestone. So I want to test out chiseling it with the chisel bits iron chisel, just to see what we've got here. Now there's an alt and press all of this buttons here. I don't really know what all of these do, but plane? What can I do to plane it? Ah, take a whole edge off. I see. So I can take a whole edge off, right? And then we end up with all these chisel bits. And I don't know what to do with all these chisel bits. Do I piece them back together or something? Alt, left click, right click to place, left click to chisel. I don't know. But all of these little chiseled bits popped off when I just did that. Which is the good way to fill your inventory full of junk, innit? What can I do with it now? Single bit, line, plane, connected plane, large cube, medium different cube, small cube, grid map, grid shape. What's that got? It shows me a grid like that. Okay, that's cool. So if I chisel some bits off like this, then I can add a shape to the area, similar to using stone stairs or something. but there's lots of chisel bits coming out all over the place now. And that is not exactly what I was expecting to see. Oh, I just threw a load of bits away then. Ah. And then you can place these bits as well. Place them back somehow. But yeah, we can place them back in there and place some more detail. Oh man, there's so much that you can do with this. But it's ridiculously small or large amounts in your inventory, which I don't particularly like. I can do all sorts of little details and little touches and things. Like, I can add these corners back in, but does it turn back into connective textures? No, it doesn't look like it does. But I could chisel out and write things on stuff. Maybe. Look at it. It's weird. It's awesome and weird all at the same time. It's just so much detail work and so much clutter, because look at all this chisel bits. It's like having a load of things to clean up after you've been chiseling. So while I quite like the idea, I'm not sure how I'm going to physically be able to use it in any way, shape or form, really. I don't know what I'm going to do to make it actually work without just cluttering up my inventory all the time. So I've got messing around with that to do. But then there's also the idea that when you come back from mining, you want to just sort of put your stuff away. And I've literally got nowhere to pick up stuff anymore. Put your stuff away. So I kind of want a draw controller over here somewhere. So maybe... Oh man, I'll just put that there for now. Just put that there for now. Just have that there. So when you come back from mining, or when I come back from mining, should I say, I can just double click there and just empty my inventory out into the storage system, which will be through a door here into this room, and I'll put my storage system along this side or something like that, along this wall, so that I can just drop down, go to the storage, or go back up again, or drop down, put stuff into storage, and then go back up again. So I've got a nice, quick, easy access to get to all of this stuff in here. And this is kind of going to be processing and storage, I think. Whereas these guys around here are going to be the mines themselves. I want to keep that as kind of two separate rooms. So I've got to do some more building up and around here and figure out how I'm going to get rid of all these chisel bits. Alrighty, well, I am starting to figure out a kind of a layout. Starting. It started in this room, I suppose, because once we got all of these covers in from, like, this side, actually leading into the mines, I started using this to try and define where this area would work. But I want this to be a storeroom, so I'm going to use these basic drawers like this. At the moment, I'm not sure what I want to frame these drawers as. So I've got the framing table, and I want to mess around with that a little bit. I want to do some chisel bits. I want to do some chiseling around all of these bits and pieces, just to add a touch of detail on them and stuff like that. But first of all, I just want to get the structure in place, and I want to get the function of the place. So I've got the kind of the layout. This gives us a little pocket to come in and out, the entrance between the two rooms, and this allows me to go into the mines that I started off in and change them around and mess about a bit more over that way. And so maybe go all the way around the outside there. This will allow me just a quick route to get round. Maybe a quick route to get round to sort out all of the storage mechanisms and stuff around the back and do all that. And these areas over here are just temporarily here just for putting stuff and making stuff while I'm moving stuff over there. That's kind of a bit more flat and straightforward. I'll add some details a bit later, but that is kind of what these corners will also look like. These are also supposed to be like storage. It's supposed to be a warehouse. But I may put my Tinker's Construct thing in either the corner there or in that section there. I'm still deciding. I'm still debating on where stuff needs to go. So for a start, the first thing that I want to sort out for myself is the compacting drawers. Compacting drawers allow me to compact the ingots that I end up with into ingot block and nugget form. So all of the metals that are going to have ingots need that, which means I need some pistons. So let me just show you that. I need some smooth stone as well now. I think I had smooth stones kicking around somewhere. Where did I put my smooth stone? Not in there. Not in there. Have I got it in my backpack? I've got some smooth stone in my backpack. Okay, good, good. Good, good. I'm all over the place at the minute, you see, still. I need to get the storage itself in place so that I can start working on things like this. Now, I'm thinking that this is an output. So, if this is the input, and like all of the basic building block stuff comes out of there, including things like clay and sandstone and all that kind of stuff, but stuff like gold. Let's take the gold out, for instance. And then all of the cobblestone and dirt and all that kind of stuff gets taken out. And then maybe put ores in here. All the different ores that get smelted. Then the smeltery to smelt all the ores. And then the products of the smeltery. And then maybe all the things that are not smeltable. So I can kind of bring the things in. Take the blocks out. Take the ores out. Take all the other things that aren't smelted out, and then the ores get processed round into... yeah. So I'm still trying to figure it out. But I reckon that if the smeltery goes there, ores will go there, smeltery goes there, then maybe I'll have a bank of machines there, then maybe this section will be like the ores themselves compacted. So we'll have iron and gold, so this will be gold. And you can pop that in there, and it will make the full-on all three things that you want. So you can access them in any way, shape, or form. So I can access gold nuggets and put them away, but I can also put my ingots away, as you can see. So that all works. So let's get this gold out of here. But it also kind of auto-crafts for you. So I've got no gold in there at the minute, so I could auto-craft some nuggets. I've got 64 nuggets, or I could auto-craft some gold blocks to transfer things around. Or I can do that. So I've got this ability here. I just need to then do all of the different ores that have this kind of setup along here somewhere to store all my ingots and ores. And then I think I need all the redstone and nether quartz and lapis and all that kind of stuff in storage around here. So I've still got a load more storage drawers to place, and as at the moment, this doesn't seem to have like a framed drawer, because it's going to be this sort of look. Maybe I need to make all my framed drawers have this same sort of look about it. So I've got to figure out what does the frame look like. And in some cases, we also have a frame upgrades and stuff like that. So I've got to consider that before. But I think for now, I'm just going to put basic wooden drawers in the places where I want them to go, and see how that looks, and then update them later, because I'm probably going to use all those drawers again later once I've ripped them out after framing them and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, got a bit of work to do with some wood now. Well, don't worry, I'm not finished, but I am encountering problems. I kind of got basic storage sorted out, so I'll be okay. The one problem I've got really is that these controllers do not spread far enough, so I'm going to need to sort out some controllers like this close by. This allows me to like put the ores and blocks and everything away, so kind of raw materials all get put away with one controller over here, and all of the other stuff should link up to this stuff here with one controller down here to put away all the ingots and bits and pieces, leaving this corner for processing. One thing that I did come up with, well, I don't know whether it's just filling space or whether I actually like it like this. Cobblestone through a furnace to stone. I still manually take the cobblestone from there, put it in the furnace, and then put the stone in there. There's no automation involved just yet, but it's okay, because at the moment I'm not into a lot of automation. I'm into all the basics and stuff. Basic storage, some blocks require 2 different types of slot to put things away. Just because gravel and flint kind of go hand in hand when you're coming back from mining. And there's a bricks in there. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's close, it's near enough. And then the ores, I'm not sure how many ores there are at the minute. So until I start silk touching, these top spots are just blanked off. But I eventually might end up silk touching stuff of those varieties, the actual ores. Of redstone and coal and diamond and lapis and emerald maybe, and something else probably. You'll kind of get the idea of where all the ores will go. And at the minute I'm just working on where to set my smeltery up for the best. Put the smeltery in this section here. I know the smeltery is a 3 wide thing, But with the smeltery being able to set up so you've got like the smeltery controller, the drain, and that and that. I'll do it a little bit better in a bit, but still this and a drain and a drain, and then this on the drain, and then this next to the drain there, with bricks potentially there. Yeah, potentially there, bricks. So we walk up straight to it, and there it is. I've got all my stuff there. We could have the controller just here, well here, and that allows me to have some kind of auto put into the machine type stuff. Maybe if I have that over here. No, it needs to be there, doesn't it? Yeah, it needs to be there. So we can have that like that. So then I can have some kind of auto smelt system going into there. Maybe just with a chest up here that feeds down or something. I'm not sure yet. Or maybe something that from down here that feeds up. That could work as well. Which then means that this is kind of... I'm using an axe for dirt. Yes, I know. Because I'm too lazy to get it out of my inventory and I've been using the axe lots. And then that would mean that the smeltery itself would be set up on this side. Like so. Pop that. So it would kind of still work out overall. It would be the 3 wide there and then a plate to pour into. And if I want to set that off to auto pour, then I can set it going out this way. And from this way we can tend it into some sort of automation to take it round to where the ores actually get stuck or processed. Or maybe I'll put the ores over here and have a different setup altogether by the time you next see me. But I've got to figure something out. And I want it to look nice as well as being practical and functioning. And I want to be able to automate it without having to automate it straight away. So, yeah, we've got lots of things to think about. Lots of things to consider. Maybe put some glass in there just so we can see into the smeltery. And the smeltery is basically inside that arch, which would look pretty cool. Maybe other machines being inside this arc would be pretty cool. Maybe this being moved into this arch would be cool as well. Auto basic materials and put some storage, well, put these storage on this side instead. So as you can see, there's a lot still to be messed around with. Still plenty of things that I want to play about with. And I don't necessarily know where it's going to end up yet. Still got to do ceiling and floor. But I've kind of run out of time for today. So, what the... What? That F1 does not normally do that. Why am I so dark? Hi! Okay, let's leave that on. I don't know why I'm so dark. Have I done something strange to my controls or something? Because I've got this on? Oh, look. Welcome to the mosh pit. Mosh pit. I think that's got something to do with it because I waved earlier. But anyway, thank you very, very much for watching another episode on the Hypermine Unstable server. I will see you in the next very, very soon. Soon next week, as in soon next week. I will see you very soon for some more. I'll play around with this a little bit more, but we'll probably continue from around about where we left off in the next episode. And try and get it finished off and all sorted and automation and machines and stuff and things and all that cool stuff. All going into this mining area. Mining HQ. So, thank you and goodbye.